Senator Marco Rubio.
Hi, Senator Rubio. Hillary Clinton says we need more government subsidies and control to address the growing cost of higher education. And often it seems like the right is afraid to challenge that approach. How do you propose to address this issue?
Well, let's challenge it tonight, right here with you. And I'll tell you, first of all, our higher education system is completely outdated. Completely outdated. It's basically a monopoly. If you want to get a degree, you can only get a degree from a school that's traditionally accredited. What that means is these traditional colleges. By the way, I have nothing against traditional college. Otherwise, how would we have college football? Go Gators, that's right. I know. Hey, Spurrier's a Gator. But here's the problem. The problem is that who accredits these colleges? Themselves. And they use the power of accreditation to keep out any competitive innovators that may come into the space. So here's what we need to do. Number one, some of the best paying jobs in the 21st century require more than high school, but less than 4 years of college. And we stopped teaching people to do this work. At some point in our country's history, we started telling our kids that being a welder or an airplane mechanic, that was for the kids who weren't smart enough to go to college. That is a lie. I'll tell you this right now because it's a fact. Here's the facts. A welder makes a lot more money than a Greek philosopher. So what we're going to do is open up higher education to more vocational training. And that means people as young as 15, 16 years of age, they've decided they want to work with their hands for a living so they can actually have a job when they graduate. We should allow them to begin to receive that training so that when they graduate, they have a high school diploma and they're industry certified and ready to work. Second thing we need to do is we need to provide competition to traditional higher education. So imagine for a moment a single mother. Maybe you know her, maybe you see her, so you don't even have to imagine. And you make $13 an hour as a receptionist in the law office. The only way you're ever going to get a raise is if you can go back to school to become a paralegal or a dental hygienist. But you can't go back to school because the traditional schools require you to quit your work and sit in the classroom for 2 to 4 years. But imagine if there was an alternative to that gave you credit for what you've already learned in life, in work experience, in military experience, and then allowed you to learn the rest, whatever you're missing, from a combination of different sources, including free online coursework. That's what Mike, Lee, and I and others are working on, is providing an alternative accrediting model that will open up competition so people facing those circumstances can become a paralegal, and instead of making $40 an hour, they're making $60,000 a year. As I said, we're still going to have traditional four-year colleges, but we cannot continue to graduate degrees that do not. I feel very present. I myself owed over $100,000 in student loans when I became a senator. I still owe it. I was able to pay it off with the proceeds of my book, An American Son, now available on paperback.
Good book.
No, it really is. I'm not joking.
What?
Here's what I believe.
You're live streaming.
Schools